All right, you guys. So welcome to 2022. OMG. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm going into my ninth year in this company in February. 9 years, you guys. A lot of us have been around for a long time. I feel like this is a really good group. We call ourselves One Team, One Dream because if you didn't know this, we kind of collab together. Like a lot of us collab together. What do I mean by that? That means that a lot of us on here do not have anything to do with anybody's paychecks. Okay. So I'm not like up here and everybody's down here. We like are a mixed group of leaders and badass babes that want the same thing. We want to grow our paychecks. We want to change lives. We want to pay off debt. And so that's what One Team, One Dream is. And we just kind of wanted to do a launch Zoom of the year, tell you kind of like our ideas for the first 90 days of 2022. And we also want to open it up to chat as well. If you guys have some ideas that you would love for us to do in this team, drop it in the chat. And I'm talking ideas, contests, games, trainings, things like that, things that you would like to see or like to maybe even be a part of. We are open to everything. So drop things in the chat. And if I can have someone, I'm not going to designate anybody, but if you guys see some things in there, maybe take some notes for us. And if we don't answer you before, we'll answer it at the end and then give us your ideas. So you guys, 2021, what a crazy year. Like, I don't even know. I need to have a word for my 2021. I don't know what it is, but I feel like we all had life happen in 2021. I mean, we all know it happened in 2020, and I feel like it just kind of lingered over, right? Kind of lingered into the 2021. And you guys, everything, we all know how the beginning of the year goes. You're like, I'm all in, let's go. And then like by week 2, you're like, oh man, you're back to eating bad. You're back to making excuses for your business. You're back to not reading your book. You're back to not showing up to the Zooms and the power hours and the things. So, you guys, like, just tell yourself right now what you're going to do. Some of you guys, I did a one-on-one Zoom with, and we talked about your goals for your first 90 days of 2022. And it works specific, like literally not that you want to clean your bedroom, not that you want to, take your kids on more play dates. Like literally it was like, what do you want from this business in your first 90 days? So if you guys haven't done that yet, what's your vision? What are your goals for the first 90 days of 2022 with your It Works business? Make sure you get really specific with that. I want to jump right in, you guys, to talk about something that I've been doing with some of the people on my team. I know Shamika's been a part of it as well. And we want to open this up, you guys. I started something called a 4-in-1 run chat. I know it's a tongue twister. Towards the end of November. And what is a 4-in-1? So those of you that are new to this business, we changed our business model around September of last year. And what's great about our company is we are not a sales quota company. We are a goal-driven company. That is like our quota. It's like reach your goals, right? Instead of it be always a number, a sales, a quota. And one of those goals is to always strive for 4 new loyal customers and 1 person to do this business with you. You want to try to do that every single solitary month. Some months you're going to do it, some months you won't. Some months you'll do it 3 times, and the next month you may only do it once. Again, it's a goal. And that's why we call this the 4-in-1 run chat, because when you get 4 customers and 1 distributor, you're going to get $150 every single time you do it. So if you do that 3 times in a month, that's 150, 150, 150, right? So it's kind of like, who's hungry for money? Who needs money? Like, who wants now money? Those 150 bonuses, you guys are paid out every week. So that's not something that you have to wait for, for the following month. You get those 150 bonuses paid out the following Friday. So that's what the thought was with this chat. It's like, we have big bonuses, you guys. I don't know if you know, but I earned 3 Christmas cash bonuses. And in September, October, November, and December, I ended up making $15,950 in September, October, November, and December in just bonuses. That wasn't my commission, you guys. And I know Gina McLaughlin, she also earned the Christmas cash bonus. And a lot of us on here earned the $500 bonus and multiple 500 and multiple 150s. And now we have the 2,500 add-on bonus. So there, you guys, there's all these big bonuses. But can you guys imagine if you guys just kept going for the 150 and 150 and 150 and 150, how much of that adds up? And then you get the 350 and then you'll get a 2,500. So yes, we want us to focus on the big picture. But can you imagine if we're all just going for 150, 150, 150, 150? So that's the idea of this chat, 4-in-1 run. Now, I was talking to the girls last night and I was like, what do we need them to do to be eligible for this chat? And then I'm like, well, do we want to make sure that we're keeping track of them? And, you know, are we going to tell people like you have to keep doing certain things to stay in this chat? But you guys, I'm getting away from management mode. I'm totally like, I'm not your manager. I am not your boss. I'm your business partner. I'm your sideline sister. I might be your enroller. Gina might be your enroller. Shauna might be your enroller. But that doesn't mean that we are your boss or your manager. We're in this together because we all can make the same amount of money. We all get to be the same position in the company, like Shauna was saying earlier. So I was like, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Anybody that wants in this chat gets to be in this chat. And if you aren't doing the things that we're doing in this chat, you're just not doing them. And I'm not gonna tell you, shame on you, you're not doing it. I'm not gonna do any of those things. But what we do in this chat, we celebrate when you do complete the tasks that we give, and I'll go over that in a second. We do give really good prizes. I think Marissa Sisk is on here and she just won the welcome kit, you guys. So in this chat, we give away random prizes and she just won the welcome kit. Literally the welcome kit, the new kit that every distributor gets when they join. It's a coffee mug, a water bottle, stickers, notebook of affirmations. She won it, okay? So if you're in this chat and you're not doing the things, you're just not gonna win the really cool prizes, okay? So it kind of takes that pressure off of, for me and Gina and Shauna, but it also takes the pressure off you guys because you get all the good pieces in there, all the good tips, all the training. But if you're not putting them to action, then what's going to suffer? Your paychecks, right? But we're not here to manage you. So real quickly, I want to hear from some of the girls that are currently in this 4-in-1 run chat. And I want you to give me 30 seconds to 1 minute of why everybody on this Zoom right now should be in the 4-in-1 run chat. And then I'll explain what it is, you guys, a little bit more. I know Jessica T wanted to share. So if you're ready to unmute, Jess, go ahead. Anybody else? Go ahead.
I totally am, but I'm driving, so forgive the crazy noise in the background because I'm heading to church. Okay, so this 4-in-1 chat changed my business for me and saved me in the last month before my year. My year's coming up in like 2 weeks, guys. So excited. But I got into a place of complacency. And it's not that I wasn't in other chats before. You can ask Heather, I was in a Ruby and Above chat. I was in another fire chat over the summer. And it's not that I wasn't excited or that I didn't mean well to get into them, but I wasn't ready to do the thing. I hadn't convinced myself to do the thing. And when this 4-in-1 chat started, it really came at a place for me when I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this and continue to do this and be successful. I'm not like burnt out after a couple of months. And this is the most consistent I've been since I started my business. This is the most half entries. I had 75 half entries this last month in December. I've never gotten over like 20 something. I had 75, you guys. And I made over $300 in sample cash last month. And that's the most I've made in a month since I started my business. And this will be my year coming up this month. So just some of the things that are the benefits that I've reaped from it. And it wasn't just doing the tasks. We do have tasks in there that you can do, but it was also being together with everybody that else was excited about running, staying close to the fire. It really did huge, like amazing things for my business. So that's my 30 seconds or probably more.
Thank you so much, Jess. I love that, you guys. consistent she's been in her business. She got over 75 host to posts up. If you guys are brand new and you're like, what is a host to post? We'll go over that later. That's probably why you're here today, is because somebody did a post for someone and you met the person that signed you up through a post on social media. 300, you guys, $300 in sample cash. That's huge, Jess. So thank you so much for sharing. Enai, I know you wanted to share your thoughts about the 4-in-1 chat as well. So Enai, if you're ready to unmute, go ahead, girl.
Hey ladies, can you hear me? Okay, so yeah, you do want to be in this 4-in-1 chat, just because I usually screenshot and send Heather like whatever I'm talking to, but sometimes she's doesn't have the time in the world, you know, she has her life. So somebody will always have an answer for you, or at least try to have an answer, you know. And basically we're all kind of girlfriends, so we'll all help each other out. And if you feel like you're in a funk, which I felt like that since day one, the girls just keep you motivated. And you know, I joined in a time in my life where I felt kind of lost, and if you feel like that, then it really helps. And you don't know what you're doing. I still don't know what I'm doing half the time, but being in it, you have your tasks and you get them done. And as I go throughout the day, at first I try to get it done in the morning, and I can't. It's kind of impossible because I don't know what my day's gonna look like sometimes. So you know what, whatever, I get it done in between. I started going a little bit earlier to my daughter to pick up my daughter, and I sit there in the car and I need to do more lives, so I'll talk or share whatever I'm doing that day. But basically it's very motivating, and the girls just help. And if you have to have that hold, you know. And I feel like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'll eventually get there. And I gotta keep going, and I'm trying to get out of my 20 personalities that tell me I can't do it, because I still have to do my homework that me and Heather talked about in our 1-on-1. So, and I haven't done it and I haven't completed it because I'm like overthinking it. So that's the thing for me personally, but I'm just starting over. It's a new year, whatever, but kind of every day's new. And okay, I lost my train of thought. My point was, you want to join and be in the chat, and just do the first task, do the second, do the third one. And if you don't do one, just do it in the morning. Maybe do the one you didn't do, the last one that you didn't do that first. And so, yeah, it's kind of what I got.
Awesome. Enai, I'm so glad you guys, here's the thing with Enai. I'm going to shout out Enai, Danielle Riera, and Marissa Sisk. You guys, they literally joined this business and they're like, put me in the chat. And I was like, oh, are you guys sure? You're new. Are you sure? Like, are you ready for this? They're like, put me in the chat. And I feel like because they were open to that chat when they first started this business, they were able to not only get that like one-on-one help, but they were able to get that community. They literally have friends because of this chat. And this chat, you guys, let me explain to you what happens with this chat, okay? So every single morning I wake up and I give everybody tasks. So there's a poll option on Facebook Messenger chats, and I will give everybody, it's 5 to 7 tasks. But you guys, listen to, like, some of the tasks are like, get on our Zoom today, finish your tasks early so you can spend time with your family. Like, they're, you know, like I throw in extra little things in there, send me your chart, you know, things like that. But you guys, the main tasks never change. And it's like, it's a way for you to be able to click off as you do it. So here's the thing with the tasks, you guys, the tasks are journal every day, send Facebook birthday messages, inbox cleanup, post to post follow up, and send out 30 messages. Now, those of you that are new, or you're like, wait, I'm just coming back, like I need a refresher, because I did a 4-day training on every single task and what you need to do. So what's great about this is you guys can join this chat and then you can watch the training videos, or we're here to help you do it. You know what I mean? You're not in this by yourself. You're in this with us together. So you guys, this 4-in-1 chat, it's blowing up. It's literally the best. She didn't offer to unmute, but I already asked her to unmute earlier, you guys. I really feel like Jessica Ruiz, you guys, she's pregnant. Like, she's got 2 kids at home. She's pregnant with her 3rd. She took a big chunk. In 2021, she took a huge break because she was in her 1st trimester. She just found out she's pregnant. She came back into this 4-in-1 chat, you guys, and she earned a $500 bonus. She's about to earn another one. And she re-ranked to Ruby last month for the first time since, I think, April of last year. And Jess, would you say it's because of this chat? Like, honestly?
Oh, absolutely. Like I was telling you the other day in our one-on-one, like I don't want out of this chat because I want it to keep going because it keeps me accountable with the task and everything. And I feel like, because I'm so OCD, I'm like, oh, I gotta check it off. I gotta check it off. I like my to-do list, right? But like, yeah, if it wasn't for that, and then the encouragement, y'all, like, oh my God, like you guys saved me on New Year's Eve. Seriously, like I was having a meltdown all day. Like I would get yeses and then they turn into, and even my newbie Haley is on here. Like, yeah, she was one of the girls I was talking to New Year's Eve. And she's like, oh, it's not gonna work out. Like maybe next week, I got you next week. And we're like, okay. And I'm like trying to pivot that. I'm like, it's fine. She's gonna sign up next week and she's ready to go. Sorry, he's excited too. Like she's ready to go. That's going to be a good one for January, and it's still for January, so yay. So it's still going to count for this month's 4-in-1s, but like it hurt. Like all I needed was 1 DT to like close the loop, and I was like, dang, like was like, if I can just get 1 DT, or if I can just re-rank to Ruby, like I will be happy with that. And I wanted to, like, I was breaking down, like I was imploding over here. I really was. And woo, y'all saved me mentally.
Aww.
Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, this chat, like, and it can be a lot. And even like with me, like, oh, like I gotta get it done. But it's really, the tasks are so easy. Just message, just send the message. Like that's it. I mean, that's all it is. It's just do it. Take 10 minutes, sit on the toilet and hide from your kids and send 30 messages. Like literally that's what I do.
You guys, and I forgot to also add that Jessica Ruiz has a full-time job, like outside of it works. I totally forgot to say that. So 2 kids, pregnant, full-time job, and still is in this chat killing it. So Gina McLaughlin, what do you want to say?
I love that Jessica said the tasks are easy, because I was talking with my girl Shamika and she's like, on her own, she's like, the tasks are simple. And I was like, yes, I'm like, keep that. So we all overthink our tasks because we've been in so long, whatever. But I just love that she's like, tasks are simple, they're easy. And I was like, yes, I love that you said that, Jess.
Yeah.
We're all in our stinking head sometimes.
For sure. And you guys, the whole thing with the tasks, the reason why I gave the tasks is because I don't want anybody on our team to say that they're on their phone for 8 hours a day. I'm always on my phone. My husband's mad I'm on my phone. My kids are getting ignored. That's not what we're asking. We're asking you guys to give 1 to maybe 2 hours a day to this business. And if you can't give 1 full or 2 full hours at one time, these tasks are created to, like Gina just said, like Jessica just said, do 1 task for 10 minutes, check it off, go do what you got to do. And then while you're in your car waiting for your kids to get out of school in the pickup line, do this other task that we gave you, check it off, go about your day. Then when you have time, so it's literally designed to help you celebrate wins, okay, to succeed. It's not a chat or a group to put more on your plate. It's to actually simplify this business more than it already is. So that is what this chat is about, you guys.
It's gonna give you direction. It's so good, like for newbies, it will give you direction. Like I don't want you guys to feel like overwhelmed, like you have to, like if you're in it and you have to do it, or you're gonna get kicked out. Like no, like you're overwhelmed, and it is overwhelming. Like it's scary even like jumping back into it, and you're like, what the hell is a host to post? Like I've not, like I hated host to post in the beginning. I have a love-hate relationship with host to post now, but like when you jump back into it, you've been out for so long, you jump back into it and you're like, okay, well, I don't even know where to start. Then you know, like that's what those little tasks are for. And it just gives you that easy direction. Just make sure you're doing those basic little things every day. And then you just go from there. Reply to people as they reply to you. If you need help with anything, like you can message whoever your direct upline is, or you can message us in the group, like, because, you know, because I have a job, Heather has crazy kid schedule with dance and sports, you know, all of us are doing something sometime, but that chat, somebody is always there to help you, period.
Yes. And I love Isha just said, you guys, the block system, break up your 1 to 2 hours you have for this business and break it into your own personal time blocks. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. So many people quit this business because it's like, I didn't have time. Well, no, not every person has 1 full hour to sit down and do nothing but work their business. We got to fit it into the nooks and crannies, right? And then
Can I just-
eventually,
Sorry, but I didn't know you were done. Go ahead.
oh, and then eventually, yeah, if you can do this business full time, you can get that full hour, but you got to work up to that. Go
I was
ahead,
just going
Jess.
to say to piggyback really fast that this eliminates the need for super time. I think that's what Jess was trying to say too. And I just wanted to piggyback off of that, that this gives you like a skeleton. Like if you don't have the time to know where things fit, you look at the task and you can throw one in when you have the time. And before you know it, not only are they done, but you didn't have to sit like 2 hours straight to get things done. The chat gives you like the sidewalk to walk on. The direction you choose to walk is yours. It's your business. But the cool thing is everybody else is walking on the same sidewalk. So there's people you can ask for help. There's people you can walk alongside. There's things you can do together. So you're not doing the tasks alone. And there's things we laugh about. We joke about things that happen to us because of the tasks, guys. Funny no's that we get. You know, like soccer people that finally messaged Heather. That was hilarious. I know you don't know what that is yet, but it's funny. Those things happen. And it's cool because we have each other to go along. But it definitely gives you a map. You don't have to follow it directly like everybody else. But to have something to go, okay, I don't know what I'm doing with my business. Where do I start? There's the start. And it's so cool to have that.
Thank you, Jess. Yes, yes,
Can I
yes,
say
yes.
something?
Yeah.
So, realistically for me, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, 2 hours, like really 2 hours. That's all I need to get the task done. Like really get it done. And like, because you can say you're doing it, but I mean, I thought I was doing it until Heather showed me how to really get it done. But 2 hours, that's all you really need. And then just go throughout your day and check your phone when you have the time, even when you're going to the bathroom, honestly. Just TMI, but still like fit it in, you know? And really realistically 2 hours. And so wake up a little bit early or whatever. For me, always works out. Like if I get up at 6, do that. And then I have time to clean my house because that's a big thing for me, and do laundry. But yeah, that's all I wanted to throw in there.
You guys, listen to something real quick. Okay. 2 hours. Okay. If we all put 2 hours into our business every day, in some way, that's 60 hours a month. That's 60 hours a month. Do you know I used to work 60 plus hours a week when I started this business? 60 hours a week when I started this business, and I was maybe bringing home $4,000 a month. Maybe. You guys, I just did an average. Listen to this. If I only worked this business 2 hours a day, every single day in 1 month, with my bonuses that I earned, I was making $266 an hour. $266 an hour. Okay. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to lie. There's some days I didn't even do 2 hours a day because I also take my Sabbath. There's some days that I don't do this business at all. Like I take 1 day off. Okay. So here, listen to what I just said. I went from working 60 hours a week, making about $4,000 a month, to working 2 hours a day, 60 hours a month, and making us almost a $16,000 bonus check. Now that's, you guys, that's not going to happen for you next month. Okay. I'm not saying put in those hours and next month you're going to get $16,000. But when opportunities come from the company like that and you take full advantage, okay, things can happen. Even if you guys, the $2,500 bonus that's coming out right now, like that's still, you're going to make hourly more than you'll probably ever make at any other job. So I love that we broke it down like that. So you guys, moving forward, this boom chat, for those of you that are already, or 4-in-1 run chat, for those of you that are already in there, I am creating a new chat, okay? Because let's just start fresh, okay? We're gonna start fresh. When you are at, what we asked for you guys to do to be in this chat, the post that I did in One Team One Dream about the Zoom that we're on right now, you're gonna go reply to that and say, I want in the chat, or put me in, whatever you're gonna say. You don't have to do it right now because I'm not checking it right now, but just do it after. There is going to be a lot of chatter in there because we're all a community. We're all helping one another. We all are encouraging one another. I suggest to not mute the chat. Maybe some days you need to, but if you do, you might miss out on some really good stuff. Okay. We do have a boom going in there and it is in order. Okay. And Gina, Shauna, and myself, we're going to do random prizes. We're going to be like, okay, we're going to do a prize right now. Boom, 25 through 75 number generator. This is what you're going to win. So you have to keep track of those booms. What do you get a boom for? You get a boom for a new LC. You get a boom for a new DT. You get a boom for an API order. So that means a current customer that places a one-time order. And you also get booms for every trial pack that you sell. Okay. So the idea is to just be booming all day. Boom, 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 and celebrating those wins. Okay. So I'm so excited to start fresh and add more people to this. I'd say on an average, you guys, we have about 10 people completing the tasks every single day. And again, I'm not your boss, so I'm not going to go in there and be like, oh, Shauna, you didn't complete one of those tasks. Like, you got to go, girl. Like, that's not what we're doing. Okay. But those of you that are going to be in this chat and take full advantage of it, you need to take advantage of it because you'll be able to celebrate those wins like Jessica Ruiz and Jessica T and myself and Enai. So sorry, guys. If you have any questions about the chat, please put it in the chat in here and we'll answer those for you in a little bit. So before we close out, you guys, a couple things that we're going to keep going with in 2022 or start. We are all about new accountability partners. Okay. So some of you guys are trying to do this by yourself. This business is not fun alone. Maybe you're like, yeah, it is. Like, I'm not a people person. I really don't want to do this with other people. If that's you, then okay. We're not going to force you to, but this business really is not that fun if you're doing it alone. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. There's no set date. Okay, we're not going to come at you and be like, what are you doing? But we decided that we wanted to have you guys pick accountability partners. And we're thinking groups of 3 instead of just 2. So here's like a suggestion. Okay, you want to pick someone that's been in this business either longer than you or about the same amount of time as you. And you want to pick someone that is kind of new. Okay, so you have someone that's been in maybe like 5 years plus, then you have someone that's maybe been in like a year to 2-3 years, and then you have someone that's in their first few months. Because there's nothing like that, like new business, like that new fire, like that. We call it ignorance on fire, to kind of pump you back up. You know what I mean? And yes, I love that Sam just said, so there's something called personality traits. So if you hear us talk about, oh, you're a green, you're a red, you're a blue, you're a yellow, that is Google personality traits, like the quiz. So yes, I also recommend if you are somebody that's yellow, that's very like, oh, it's okay, I know, like it's all right, then you don't want to be partnered with somebody else that's going to go, oh, it's okay, I know, like you had a runny nose yesterday, you don't need to work your business at all, I understand. No, you need somebody that's like, sis, grab the box of tissues, blow your nose and get your messages done, get your tasks done. Okay, so kind of think about those things. Now we are not going to partner you guys up. We're not picking them for you, but if you need help, if you're like, nobody's asked me yet, or we need one more person or whatever, then let us know. We're going to help you with that. So the idea is that all of you guys are going to kind of pick your own people. And we strongly encourage that you guys ask someone that is new or that you don't know at all. Now, remember, I don't know if you guys have ever been the new girl at school. I have in 5th grade, and it was so awkward. And I just stood there, and it was so nice to have like 1 or 2 girls come up to me and say, you want to come hang out with me on the during recess? So, you know, kind of look at our, you know, when we start adding people to our chat, or we start commenting on the posts in One Team One Dream, start kind of looking for maybe the people that you don't recognize their name and say, hey, do you have an accountability group yet? So I encourage you guys to do that. You know, be that person to ask someone to join you. Okay. And if you guys have already been asked, I mean, do not add anything crazy to your plate, but if you're in more than one, that's on you. But don't feel bad to say, oh, I'm already in another one. Do you want to join us? If it's 4 people, that's fine too. Okay. There's no rule to this. We're just trying to get everybody kind of like bundled up together. I have Gina, and I have Shauna, and I have Edith. Like, we are our accountability partners. If I did not have them, you guys, I wouldn't be here today. 100%. Okay, so we want all of you to have that same feeling. If we want all of you to have those sideline sisters or those partners that are going to keep you going, you know, and that's going to be starting a separate chat on your own. That's going to be maybe a text or whatever. So that's something that you guys definitely want to do. And again, that's One Team One Dream. It's not just your team and things like that. If you have any questions, let us know. Gina, do you want to tag team on that at all?
No, I think you hit all the good points.
Okay.
I think the 3 of us being together was really helpful, because like she said, I think we got a lot of yellows on this team. I'm a yellow blue, and I attract those yellows too. So I'm definitely one of those people. But if you got 2 people in the chat, then you're like, all right, when you're yellow, then you don't want to let anybody down at the same time. So now you got to put in and do your stuff. So I just thought 3 would be a good number. So yeah, you hit all the good points. I love it.
Good.
Shauna, you've been quiet. Yeah, there you are.
I'm home finally. I got home at the perfect time. I just want to jump in. I can finally kind of jump in, you guys. For those of you who are new, I'm a leader on this team as well. God, I'm getting sick too, guys. Sorry. But just a couple things. One, for those of you who have been in a long time already, I'm so proud of my girls who haven't seen their faces in a while that are here on this chat right now. Don't count yourselves out. Even for you newbies, don't count yourselves out. When you hear those bonuses that Heather was talking about, or you hear 2 hours a day, like I can already see like some people are like getting a little uncomfortable. You start moving like, oh my God, 2 hours a day. I don't know if I'm coming back. I don't know if I have time for that or whatever. You guys just start 30 minutes consistently, daily, every day. Everyone's got 30 minutes. If you don't have a consistent 30 minutes, do 10 minutes at a time. Start with 10 minutes at a time, but just do it every single day. Just, you know what I mean? Like, there's a few tasks a day that she's gonna give you, and it's like, you can't do all of them at first. Do half of it, or half of each one. Can't send 30 messages, send 10, send 5. But you know what? It's 5 more than you've probably sent in the last 6 months, right? It's 5 more than, you know, whatever, if you've been in here a while. If you're new and 30 seems overwhelming, again, cut it into pieces. There's no rules, but do it. You know, just there's no rules, but be consistent. Like I said earlier, if you were listening earlier, or if you were not on this earlier, like realistically, like this business could change your life completely, or it could be the one thing that, you know, or you could leave this business like some people do, disgruntled, saying like, oh my God, that industry doesn't work. I've done one of those things. It's a scam. You just work for nothing and whatever. But it's like, it works if you work it. It doesn't work if you don't. Period. Like, it just doesn't. You know what I mean? This is a different, you guys, I come from a sales background, and the bottom line is that we are in a sales industry. Everyone's in a sales industry. If you work at McDonald's, you're in the sales industry. So stop being so scared of that word. If you work anywhere, You are constantly upselling something, right? So it's just a matter of just doing the thing. You know what I mean? And again, if you just want an extra couple $100 a month, that's fine. But actually, like Heather says, like the squeaky wheel, like it's heard or, whatever. It's like, don't just, show up to a Zoom here and there, show up to a chat here and there, kind of be on the sidelines. It's like, why are you here then? Why pay your $20 a month? Why give it a go if you're not going to just go all out? And again, going all out could be 30 minutes a day, and that's okay. It's what works for you, and we will love you where you are, but just be here and be present for your business every day. Give us that, give you that, give yourself that, because you deserve it. It's a completely new year. And it doesn't matter if you just started or if you've been in almost 9 years like we have, everybody has the same opportunity to go to the top. Everyone has the same opportunity to be successful. So it's just a matter of actually showing up and taking a moment and taking a second and saying, I am worthy, I am worth it. 2022 is going to be different, and I'm actually going to do this. Like, I'm going to do it. And just, if you do it slow and you start consistent, slow and consistent, slow and steady wins the race better than all in and burn out by February, burn out by March. And then you go on another year here with this business, not going anywhere, not doing anything, and then for you newbies, don't go balls to the walls, excuse my French. And then by March go that, I have had more people join this business, go so hard that they get to a rank. They're like, whoo, I got there. Have you guys ever like worked your tail off to lose 20 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever? And then when you get there, you're so pumped and so excited that you go and eat like a double cheeseburger, and 2 weeks later you've gained it all back. And you're like, what was all that hard work for? Oh, well, over it. I worked so hard. I did it. I could say I did it, but I gained all the weight back. So why do I even try? I've had so many people promote to Ruby or Emerald or whatever, and they worked so hard that they quit because they were just burnt out, So I'm not saying like don't work hard at it, but what I'm saying is just set that pace for whatever works for you and just do it consistently. Because if you do it, that little bit each day, it's like a muscle. You're going to get stronger and stronger, and you're going to work more and more and more to help you get.
Did she just leave?
You just left.
That was like a mic
Lost her.
drop.
That was
Mic drop.
I was ready for that big. That's
Her
hilarious.
phone
She'll be
probably
back.
died. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I was like, wait, where'd she go? Oh my gosh, she'll probably come back soon. Okay, you guys, I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, this is really long, but I promise you it's worth it. Okay, so during the fall and winter, you guys, we started what we called launch party Zooms or Wealth and Wellness Wednesdays. We are going to continue those, but here is what I'm asking. I'm asking that we have some layered leadership. I'm asking those of you that have been around a little while, those of you that have been consistently on those Wealth and Wellness Wednesday Zooms, I would love to have some leaders step up and offer to host some in the next couple weeks and couple months. So what that is, you guys, it's about 20 minutes long. We share our screen. The slides are already done for you. And we get guests on and we help our teammates get loyal customers and distributors. So we do that. We're going to continue doing that every single Wednesday evening, and we'll rotate the leaders. And then we can also add one more on a different day of the week if you guys want it. Okay. So we're going to bring those back.
Shauna's back on. You want her to finish your statement?
Oh yeah, Shauna, you ready to? We thought your mic dropped.
Sorry.
Like boom, like.
Here she is.
Like you walked
It
off
was
stage.
my drop. I cut like they knew I needed my earbud knew what I needed. But basically I just kind of wanted to say, no matter what, again, just reiterating what I said earlier, like we all have the same job description. I feel like every single person on the Zoom, I think in the world was raised with a job mentality, right? So, again, I think I'm the queen of yesterday was yesterday, 2021's gone. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, I'm talking to myself too. There's nothing you can do about what you did do, what you didn't do, what you did, you know, do, create, you know, what rank you got to, what rank you didn't, whatever. But what we can do is say today is a beautiful opportunity to start fresh. For those of you who have been in a long time, just think of it as like today's day one. I just started today. What can I do? Don't put so much pressure on getting back your rank or making your paycheck back or whatever. Today you just signed up, but now you got a little more knowledge because you know a little bit about a little bit, right? And if you're brand spanking new, how exciting it is to start something new in a new year with a new company that is exploding, you know? So just go at your pace. You know, if you want to go all in and you're ready, do it. If you're scared, it's okay. Just ask. You know what I mean? Ask, and we are here to, you know, give you whatever you want. Join this chat, get pumped up, do your tasks daily, and I promise you, by the end of 2022, do something that's going to make you proud of yourself. You know what I mean? And just don't count yourself out. You know, don't hear these bonuses and think that you're not eligible for them, because every single person on here is eligible for them. And for years, I would look to my uplines as like they were my bosses and I was under them, right? They were my bosses and I couldn't attain. Good for them. They've made it. They're making 5-figure checks. I'll get there someday. You know, get that mentality out of your head and think today is the day that I am going to join and I'm going to surpass my upline, you know, or I'm going to work as hard as her and get those bonuses too. Because trust me, you guys, I know Heather can tell you this, and you know, I missed my Christmas bonus, but I did earn a couple $500 bonuses. It's not fun, let's say at the top, you know, not that we're at the top, but it's not fun being the only one that's earning these. Like, it's fun when you guys are earning them with us and we're getting those shout outs. That's what's fun. So just don't count yourself out and make 2022 a year that you've never done anything like this before. And be, you know, proud of yourself and be on that high and be on that roller coaster and go with us because we're ready for it. So we
Shauna,
want you to come along with us.
I want to ask you a question, and this is not about like me. This is not about like, oh, Heather earned the Christmas cash.
Yeah.
But I want you guys all to focus on something real quick. Drop a number 5 in the chat if you felt like you were in a funk, even for a little bit or a really long time in 2021.
Mhm.
Drop a number
yeah.
5 in the chat if you guys feel like there was a big funk or you were lost in this business, or maybe you weren't even on the
Mhm.
team yet and you're like, yeah, 2021, I was in a funk. Shauna, you know exactly what I was going through in
Yeah.
August of 2021. If you had to put money on it, I'm being serious. If you thought that I was going to earn the Christmas cash bonus the way I was in August 2021, do you think I would have earned that Christmas cash bonus?
No way. You guys, it's crazy because like I was the one going, what the hell's wrong with you? Get up. You know, this is what we're here for, you guys. We're here as friends to like give you that tough love. And I was even calling her going, are you okay today? I'm just sending you love. I want to make sure, you know what I mean? And it happened so fast for her that like she blew my hair back. That I was like, what just happened? Like 3 weeks, what just happened? You know what I mean? So when I can 100% attest to, I, as someone who talks to Heather every single day, messages her every single day, would never in a million years think she would be here now 2-3 months ago. So just know that not any single one of you are on this call that are out of reach of the numbers she was just giving, because, and including myself, you guys, I'm very transparent with, I am not perfect, you know? So never in a million years. So don't sit here on this call think, oh, good for her, because every single person is capable of doing it. It's just what's up here. This thing is backwards, guys. So I'm like, it's just what's up here that's telling you like that you can do it. You're already, I can tell you guys, there is at least a handful of people going, oh, good for her. Because let me tell you, even as one of her closest friends in this business, when I was going through my stress and anxiety in December, there was times where I'm like, good for you, Heather. And like not saying like, damn it, Shauna, you could do it too. You know what I mean? I was just like, well, good for you, right? Let's be honest. Drop a one in the chat if you're like, well, good for her. I'm glad she's earning those bonuses, but that just seems like way too much for me. Like I could never earn 15 grand. Let's be honest. I'm not, or let's go a little bit more honest, because if you were in the book club and you were listening to Pam Souter, you know that you're telling yourself you're not worthy of 15 grand. 15 grand seems 100% unattainable for you, which she earned more, but let's just say the 3 Christmas cashes. Thank you guys for being honest. Thank you. I so appreciate that, because you need to know that there's other people out there. Look at all of these people, you guys. I want every single one of you who's sitting at home to look at every single person that just dropped a 1. So you know that you're not alone. You know that there's other people out there feeling the same way. And I think it's important that you know that you're not the only one. So
And that
all you
was
get
me,
your shit
you guys.
together.
I
Shake it up.
was the one that was looking at every other person in this company going, well, good for her, good for her. Like, why can't I do it? Man, that would be really cool if I could do that, but I probably can't. Poor me, you know, and then literally dealing with mental health and getting my ass on track, you guys, I was like, oh no, I'm doing it. I'm going to get it. I'm doing it. Why can't I? And you guys, it is literally a switch. It's either on or off. Literally in your head, it's either on or off. Okay, when you flip a switch, you guys, it's not like it doesn't stop halfway, right? And the light's like dim. I mean, I guess if you have one of those slider ones, I mean, yeah, maybe, but it's either on or off, you know? And if you're having a hard time getting that switch to flip on, then maybe you got to battle some demons that you got going on. That's what I had to do. And then when I battled those depression demons, and like Shauna's battling anxiety and things like that, like once you battle that, it's easier to turn that switch on. Okay. So let's finish up this Zoom, you guys. We are doing host to post in January. If you guys are new and you're like, what is host to post? Message me, but you guys, please pay your $10 ASAP. You pay me on Venmo or Cash App or Facebook Pay. That $10 is going towards, we're paying on February 1st, 3 families are each going to win $1,000. So $3,000 total is what we're giving away on February 1st. So all you have to do to participate in that is chip in your $10. If you are in your first 30 days, you do not have to pay $10 unless you want to. Some people want to give back and pay the $10. So if you have not paid the 10 yet, pay your $10. Host to post, it's one, we're doing one big one at the end of the month. So February 1st, okay? I am continuing my 9 a.m. Monday through Friday power hours, Pacific Standard Time. That is like just clockwork. Like if you guys want help from Heather Juneau, get on at 9 a.m. If you work at that time, you're like, I can never be on at 9 a.m. We are asking for layered leadership to start hosting some evening power hours, either evening or late night. So we'll have some options there for you. If you're local to Sacramento, we are hosting a dream board party January 14th in person. There'll be more information coming for that. And it doesn't matter if you're on my team or not, you can come to that if you're local to Sacramento. It's a Friday night. Lastly, I think we're really excited to bring in some major recognition for 2022. And you guys deserve to be honored. We, like Gina and Shauna were saying, we want to celebrate big wins and smaller wins, because the more small wins you have, that, you know, that'll be big wins later on. So what we decided to do every single Sunday, okay, don't quote us on a time. Don't wake up Sunday morning and be like, where is it? Okay. But on Sundays, we are going to announce either it's going to be like top 3 or top 5. We, you know, if there's ties, there's 4 categories to be in, to be recognized each week. So we're gonna do this each week, and it's the top loyal customer enrollments, The next category is top distributor enrollments, top host to post entries. So that's those of you that are on track and you're putting your entries in every week, not at the very end of the month. Okay, so top host to post entries and top sample cash earners for the week. Okay, so what are we going to do? Yes, it's going to be a leaderboard. Super exciting. It's going to be, we're going to put it on a cover photo on our team page. So you'll see it there. The cool thing that we decided to do is when you see your name there, okay, that name gets you an entry for a giveaway that we're going to do at the end of the month. So however many times your name is in there for, and some of you guys might be top 4, you know, on all 4 categories. You might be like, yeah, I made the cash, I made the host to post, like, then that's 4 entries that week. And then next week, maybe you're in it again, that's 4 entries. So for every time you see your name, that's an entry for our giveaway. And we're going to be doing some major prizes at the end of the month. Okay, so, and that's the cool thing is some of you guys don't, like Shauna said, don't count yourselves out. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm been really good at getting my sample cash, but they haven't turned to loyal customers yet. Well, good, you're still going to be in the top running for sample cash, even though maybe they haven't turned to loyal customers yet. Okay, so we're excited about that. I really want to celebrate everyone in 2022. Like, it's all, we want to be all about the recognition and shouting you guys out. And like Shauna said, it's really cool when one of us gets a bonus, or really cool when somebody's a top enroller. But what if we're all top enrollers? What if we're all killing it in sample cash? What if we're all earning 4-in-1 bonuses, not just 1 or 2 people? And that's what we want to focus on in 2022. So Gina, Shauna, do you guys have anything you want to touch on? And if there's any questions, I'm actually going to stop the recording because this is a really long recording for those that need to go back and rewatch it. But we're going to go ahead and open this up to